Okay. My first question is, what is Java?
An object-oriented programming language.
Good. Object-oriented programming language. Any other things? Okay. Java is a platform independent, not dependent, independent language. Okay, very good. Any other points we can talk about Java?
More secure.
More secure.
Since it has no pointer. Since it has no pointer.
If it has no pointer, you say in that way it is more secure. Okay. More secure is correct, and your point about pointer also is correct, but security is in a different aspect. Java is secure, but not like, okay, that also not having points is one point, but slightly different things are also there. I tell you point. Correct. Any other? Any other thing? What is difference between C++ and Java then? Okay, platform independent. Okay. Any other things?
C++, we can use normal concepts. I mean, the programming need not be completely object-oriented.
Okay.
But in Java, the program should be completely depend on object.
So you mean to say C++ is not fully object oriented
Yes, sir.
and Java is fully object oriented?
Yes.
No. Java is also not fully object oriented. It's not fully object. It's object oriented, but Java is not fully object oriented. So, okay, both are not fully object oriented. I'll cover why during that course. Correct. You're also almost what? Okay. Any other point? Java runs inside a Java virtual machine. Java program will run inside a Java virtual machine, correct? And C++ program, where it runs? Runs in compiler. First it compiles, then executes. Where does it execute? Java program executes in a Java virtual machine, correct? But where does the C++ program execute? Got my point? Java programs execute inside Java virtual machine, correct? Where does C++ program? After compiling your C++ program, let's say suppose I wrote mysys.c program, .c program. I'll compile it. I'll get mysys.executable file, mysys.exe in Windows. So how can I run it? Double clicking. I go into command prompt. But where does it run? In the operating system. It will run inside the actual operating system. Java program runs inside a virtual machine. Right? I'll make it very clear about how Java program runs inside a virtual machine and what is a virtual machine. Fine. Okay, so that's one point. Fine. I got a very good answers from you. Let me start about platform independence. You told that Java is platform independence. Platform independent language. So can you tell me how? Yes, correct, but how? How is Java a platform independent language? Oh, he said that C++ program is a compiled language and Java is interpreted language. Do you say? He said that C++ program is compiled. But Java program also is compiled. It's interpreted, then you said compiled. Okay, now tell me how. So I'll try to confuse you, don't get confused. Okay? How do you generate a bytecode? By interpreter or compiler? Java also is a compiled as well as interpreted language. First you compile it, but once you compile it, you will not get a machine code, you will get a bytecode. Whatever you said is correct. Just I try to confuse you, so that once you are confused and once you understand, you will never forget. Okay, so correct. Java is first compiled, Java program is first compiled into bytecode by using a compiler. Okay, then continue.
And the bytecode can be used in any of the Java virtual machines so that you don't have to have the machine dependent like all the OS. So with the help of Java virtual machine, you can run on any of the devices with the help of bytecode.
Oh, so So if I have a Java program without JVM, Java Virtual Machine, can't I execute it? Suppose on my system I didn't have JVM, I have Java program, written program. Can't I execute my Java program without JVM installed on my machine? According to what you say? Anyone say yes? So even though I have a Java program, compiled Java program on my machine, if I don't have JVM installed, I cannot run. Sure? Sure? Confident? Whatever you said is correct. And now I have question. That means to run a Java program, Java virtual machine should be installed on my machine. So what you meant is, okay, tell me, I have Windows operating system. He has Ubuntu. She has Linux. Okay, Ubuntu, different versions. Okay, she has Red Hat. Now you wrote a Java program on Solaris. 4 operating systems. Windows, Ubuntu, Red Hat, Solaris. You wrote a Java program and you gave it to all of us. And we will be able to run only if JVM is installed on all our machines. Right? So tell me, JVM is platform dependent or independent? JVM is dependent. What do you mean by JVM is dependent? Correct. Whatever you said is correct. What do you mean by JVM is dependent?
For each of the OS, it has its own JVM. So
Okay.
that's how the JVM is dependent, but the language is
So according to what he says, for Windows there is a separate JVM to be installed. While downloading itself, it will ask for which operating system. So for Windows, I will download Windows Java Virtual Machine and install. For Ubuntu, there will be a different JVM. You have to download that one and install it. Right? So that means JVM which you are installing on your machine is platform dependent. Right? Now your Java program runs inside a JVM, which is inside another operating system. So that's how you say Java is platform independent, right? Anyone says no? Whatever he said is not wrong. Whatever he said is wrong or correct? Anyone says wrong? Yeah, whatever he said is correct. Okay, tell me, who is father of Java? James Gosling. Who is the mother of Java? Miss James Gosling. Just joking, okay? Fine. I want the class to be entertaining and as well as understanding, okay? Fine. James Gosling is the father of Java. Suppose I say you are James Gosling. Come on, write a platform independent language. Tell me your ideas how you make a platform independent. Suppose if you are asked to develop a platform independent language, right? How you proceed? How will you proceed? Yeah, no problem. So what James Gosling's thought was, he wanted to develop a platform independent language. The first question what comes into my mind is, when I want to develop a platform independent language, what do I mean by platform? Something on which you do your work is a platform, is it? Or I can say operating system is a platform on which you are working, right? So we can say operating system is a platform, the Windows platform, Linux platform, right? Or something on which you do your work is a platform. We can call operating system as a platform, or we can call some other thing also as a platform, right? So when I talk about a platform, a common joke comes into my mind. After 1 year, you and your friends meet in different companies, and after 1 year, 2 beggars meet at some place. They all have a same question to ask each other. What is it? 2 beggars meet after 1 year, and 2 software engineers meet after 1 year. Which platform are you working on? Okay, software engineer say I'm working on Java platform, .NET platform, and beggar says I'm working on railway platform or bus platform. Okay, fine. Just joking. We are talking about how Java platform. How is Java platform independent? So thing is, when James Gosling thought, okay, I want to develop a platform independent first. So platform independent means operating system independent now in this context. If I write a C program or C++ program, after compiling I'll get a .exe file. The .exe file, if I double click on the .exe file, you start running. Right? Where? Operating system will run it. Right? So if a program is running inside operating system, it is becoming platform dependent. It works. Because when you compile your C code or C++ code, it will generate a machine code. .exe file will contain machine language, machine code. So that will contain the machine instructions particular to Windows operating system. Only Windows operating system can understand those machine language code. If I transfer the same exe file to another operating system, it will not work because that operating system might be having a different machine code. It may not understand. The main problem is my program is running inside the operating system. That was the main problem, right? So he comes in. Okay, why should my program run inside operating system? I will make a virtual operating system. Virtual means something which does not exist actually. Really it does not exist. I will make a virtual operating system. So I thought, okay, how to make a virtual operating system? Operating system means it has a lot of functionalities. So he wants an operating system with some basic functionality, like an operating system which can open files, read files, write files, which can open socket communications, which can read to socket, write to socket, right? So an operating system with minimal capabilities, not all capabilities, with no rich UI. If you take Windows XP, it has a UI, user interface, a rich user interface. So he thought I'll develop an OS, virtual OS, without a UI and with a minimal required configuration, right? Kernel. What is a kernel in operating system? What is a kernel? Kernel is some part of operating system which has important functionalities, right? So first, whenever your operating system is booting up, first kernel starts, right? Kernel is something in your operating system which has important functions, right? Similarly, what James Gosling thought was, I will write a virtual operating system with only some important functionalities. So, how to write? He wrote a program called as Java W.C. JVM is actual written C. Once we compile, we will get something called Java W.exe, which is nothing but a program which represents the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So first he wrote a C program, Java W.C, and after compiling in Windows, I'll get Java W.executable file, exe. The same Java W.C program he wrote for various operating systems again. C program has to be written differently for different platforms. Do you agree? Suppose if you write a C program which is working with registers, you can write low-level programming also in C, right? You can put some values inside registers, you can generate interrupts. So he wrote a C program, Java W.C, for various popular operating systems. So he called it as a virtual machine or Java virtual machine. Okay, after compiling, let's talk about Windows. After compiling, you'll get Java.exe. This is nothing but your file which represents the JVM. First, he started writing JVMs. Okay, so he said my program should run inside. Okay, but this is a virtual machine. If I talk about Windows, it will understand machine code. Operating system will understand machine code. But what does JVM will understand? He told, okay, JVM, the virtual machine, will understand byte code. But how to write a byte code? So he thought, okay, I'll invent a programming language, Java. Actually, when he invented this Java programming language, he named it as Hook. Java was earlier named as Oak. Oak because oak was a tree which she liked in working. That was oak tree. So he named Oak. But later there was already a programming language which was registered with same name. So he renamed it as Java. Java meaning copy. Java means copy. Okay, maybe in that language. Okay, fine. So he thought, okay, I will write a Java programming language. Tell me, if I say I want to say this is my language. To define a language, I have to come up with some syntax and semantics, right? So if you want to run a C program, there is a syntax where you write. Similarly, he told, okay, this is the syntax to write a Java program. Right? Just defining a syntax, is it sufficient for defining a language? No. Some libraries also have to be developed. Like in C, you have stdio.h, C conio.h, some libraries which will have a low level code. So similarly, after defining some programming syntax and semantics, he developed some libraries which we can start using. So that's why so what I say is finally he developed some Java language, saying, okay, if you want to write a program in Java language, you have to follow the syntax and you can use these libraries. Okay, you got invented Java language, right? Okay, and according to him, he said, if you want to write a Java program, the Java program should end with .java extension, right? So let's say that I will write a file called as mysys.java. Oh, this is a high level language again. Java is a high level language. This has to be converted to machine language, not to actual machine language, but to virtual machine language. So virtual machine language means what? So how to convert? He wrote another program in C language itself. He wrote a program called as Java C, and after compiling, you will get .exe in Windows. So this is the compiler. Java C is the compiler. So what this Java C will do is, if I run Java C, I can run in command prompt like this: Java C my sys dot. I run it like this. So what Java C will do is take the .java file as input, and then it will write a .class file as output. It will produce my sys dot class. This .class file does not contain machine code; it will contain bytecode, right? Okay, fine. So bytecode is there. We have JVM. Now I want this bytecode to be executed inside JVM, right? The bytecode should not be executed inside an operating system. It should be executed inside JVM. But how? Suppose if I have a .class file, what I'll do, I'll double click with the mouse. It will start executing on the operating system. I have a .class file. How to make this execute inside JVM? Again, that's a question. So what he did is he wrote another program, Java .c. That's also a C program, and after executing, we will get Java.exe. He wrote a Java program. He wrote a C program and Java.exe, right? So he says, if you use this tool, this is a tool, utility. If you use this tool knows how to make this .class file to execute it, right? So by using this Java, what I can do is Java space so I can run like this through command prompt. What will happen is, before I elaborate about this, what is a program? What is a process? Tell me the difference between these two. So I'll be able to explain this clearly. See, whatever I tell, I want you to visualize in your mind. Once you have a visual picture in your mind, everything will go smoothly. So I'll try to give practically how it works. First, let me talk about how it works. Okay, when I say Java might, you might have executed a lot of Java programs like this through command prompt. But what happens actually? How does this mysys.class runs inside a JVM? So I want to explain about it. Now tell me, what is a program? Tell me. What is a program?
Program is a capital entity, whereas process is an activity. That is
Okay.
in a program in execution. What is process?
Program in execution is a process, correct? Very good.
And when it's waiting for the CPU to execute, it's called a process. Set of instructions to perform the operation.
You are almost correct, but small wrong in that. Okay, correct, almost. So I tell you, whatever you said is almost correct. A program is nothing but set of instructions. In mysys.class, there are set of bytecode instructions. So .class file, which is in my hard drive, in my C drive, suppose, it is a program. Right? When I execute it, the running program is called as a process. Right? Okay, let me give you a very clear picture because tomorrow we are going to learn about threading, multi-threading. You need to be very clear about this process and thread. Let me give you a clear picture right now. Right? Okay. Running program is called as a process, I said. Suppose if I have, forget about Java for some time when I'm talking about process and program. I have x.exe. This is a program. Inside that there will be a program. If I run it, a process starts. Tell me, if I run it, what does the operating system to start this program? To run this program, yes, correct. It will allocate resources like memory, like registers, and also it will create a lot of data structures like process control block, if you still remember, PCB, right?
Program counter.
Program counters, lot of things. So to run a program, operating system has to do a lot of steps. It has to allocate memory, it has to allocate registers, it has to allocate, it has to do a lot of things. It has to create a lot of data structures like stacks and queues, stacks, not queues, stacks. So to run a program, there are a lot of steps to be done by operating system, right? These steps in running a program, we call it as a process, right? So to tell you clearly what is the process, steps to be done by OS to run a program. There are a lot of steps like allocating memory, allocating something, allocating writing something inside the process tables, creating a lot of data structures. All these steps done by the OS to run a program is called as a process. When a program is running, you can see in your task manager, you can see a process which is running. A process ID is allocated to it. Every process is process ID. So process is nothing but steps done by the operating system to run a program. Right? Okay. One process, now again once you understand this, if I start executing x.exe, a process is started by the OS. Can I say that? Okay, one process can start another process. It is possible. Generally, whenever I double click on the file, the process starts. Or when I go to command prompt and type, it starts. Or one process which is started, can it start other processes? Yes, it's possible. What is that called? No. Multi-processing, correct? But multiple processes running together with a multi-processing. That's fine. I'll talk about that.
Context
Switching between one program to another is context switch. But one process starting process spawning. Spawning, do you remember? One process can spawn another process. You agree? Okay. So once you agree that, coming back to this program, Java might decide it, right? So what happens? Java.exe will start. That means one process for Java.exe starts. what java.txt will do is it will internally start JVM, java.w.txt. So when you say Java, automatically JVM is started, right? Then java.txt, what it will do is after JVM is started, it will read the bytecode present inside mysys.class, convert it to machine level code, right? And then the machine level code is given to JVM. JVM will execute the code. So translating of bytecode to machine code is done by java.txt. How it will do? If there are 100 lines of bytecode, it will read one line, convert it to machine code. Read another line, convert to machine code and execute it. Right? Something which will convert and execute is called as interpreter. So java.exe is an interpreter. Right? So Java is an interpreted language, I said. Do you agree? Java is a compiled language. Do you agree? Java is both a compiled language because .java file is compiled to .class file and .class file is interpreted. So Java is both a compiled language as well as interpreted language. Any doubts in this? So when you say Java mysys, java.txt, the interpreter, first will spawn JVM, then java.exe will read bytecode, convert it to machine code, and the machine code is given to JVM. JVM will execute. That's it. Done. So for different operating systems, as we discussed earlier, there is a different virtual machine, right? So virtual machine for Ubuntu knows how to convert the same bytecode to Ubuntu specific machine code. Bytecode for the JVM for Red Hat knows how to convert the same bytecode to machine code of Red Hat. So once I read a .class file, once I have a .class file, I can execute the same .class file on every operating system where JVM is installed, right? So that's how Java became a platform independent language. My next question is, what is JDK? Tell me. JDK and JRE. Okay, tell me. Elaborate it. What is JDK? What do I mean by JDK and what do I mean by JRE? Yes, you said the abbreviations, correct? But what is that? What does it contain? What does JDK contain and what does JRE contain?
JDK contains program, Java program.
JDK contains
Java program.
Java program. Java programs you write. You are the person who will write a Java program. No, not enough. If you just install JDK on your machine, there is no JVM?
No, JRE comes within the system.
JRE comes within JDK, very good. Correct. So let me explain you clearly. So I'll show you on my system in C drive program files. By default, if you take all the default, Java will be installed in C program files, Java, and here is the version JDK. After installing JDK, this file is created, right? So inside this, there is a bin directory. Bin stands for what? All binary files will be there inside bin, all executable files, right? So here, if you see in JDK bin, you have java.exe, javac.exe, define java.w.exe. Yes, java.w.exe, java RMI, java P, java H. Lot of binary files are there, which will help us in development as well as running. While development, of Java program, what do I need? Do I need a compiler? Is the compiler there? Yes. While developing, do I want to run the program also? Yes. To run the program, you require Java W, Java, they are there, right? And also, during development, you may want to generate documentation also. If you are writing your code, you need to write documentation also, the standard. So generate Java docs, you have Java doc.exe, which will generate Java documentation by seeing your comments inside your code. Okay, we'll see that how to do it. So a lot of tools which will help in development are there. JDK bin, right? And during development, we may want some libraries also. Libraries, as I said, whenever I say a language comes with a library. So these are some libraries which will help us in development, right? And again, inside JDK, you have what is it? JRE, and inside JRE, you have bin and lib. Bin is having some executable files which will help in running the Java program, right? Whenever your JVM has to start, JVM is running on your Windows, right? For your Windows, these DLL files are required. DLL, lot of DLLs. DLL stands for Dynamic Link Libraries. So for Windows, these are DLL files. So for JVM to run, these all DLL files and some executable files are required. Some files which will help in running your Java system, right? Java.exe is present, Java.w.exe also is present. But in JRE bin, Java C.exe, is it present? No, Java C is for development. For running, we don't require Java C. So some tools which are required only for running are present in JRE, right? And here are other libraries which will help in running JRE lib. Now, if I have installed JDK, already JRE came inside, right? So if you install JDK, JRE is free, right? Buy one get one. Okay, so inside JRE, inside JDK, JRE is already there. So on a developer machine, suppose if I am developing a code, I require all development tools as well as runtime tools. So I will install JDK here on my machine. Let's say after developing here, I am deploying my application on a server machine. On server, I am not going to compile, I am not going to develop. On server, I will be just running my application. So on server, is JDK required? No. Just install JRE is sufficient on the server, right? So on server machines, if you just install JRE, it's fine. For a developer machine, as you want to develop, you have to install JDK. So while installing Java, it will ask an option: do you want to install JDK or JRE? So you can install JDK along with JDK, JRE comes. Or if on a server machine, just JRE is sufficient, right? So if you have understood, like suppose if I don't install JDK on my machine, I have not installed, but JDK, JRE will be present on my machine. How? Because for browsers, which we will see later, we can write some code called as applets, which will run inside a browser. Browser will be running the Java programs, nothing but applets. So browser also requires a JRE. So by default JRE is present, maybe a bit older version might be there. Or if it is not present, they may have to install it. Right? So by default JRE will be present sometimes. JDK will not be present. So if you want to develop, you need to install JDK. So I understood now you you got the difference between JDK and JRE. Now what I want to do is, once you understand this, we write a small program, right? Hello program. Can you write a hello program in Notepad? Yeah. One thing, if I am asked to write a program in Notepad, I'll say I'll not write anything. I'm a bad programmer. If somebody asks me to write inside Notepad, no, 100% no, I'll not write a program in Notepad because it's too difficult. Even if I take a small spelling mistake also, I'll get a bunch of errors. So we generally don't use Notepad. Maybe in colleges you might have used Notepad or Edit Plus or some other tools. We generally use Eclipse. Eclipse is standard tool for developing Java programs. Eclipse, there are a lot of tools like Eclipse, JDeveloper, NetBeans, and MyEclipse is a private tool. MyEclipse, IDE. That was in the so in our program is using Eclipse. But just I want to write at least one program on Notepad so that you will understand the basics, how to compile, how to run without it. So what I want to do is I'll just open Notepad and want to write a hello world program. Just if I run the program, hello to all should be printed. So to run a Java program, first of all opening a Notepad and I'll just save it. I have a folder in my F drive called as MySys. So what you do is in your C drive, you can create a folder called as MySys, and whatever programs we are developing throughout this course, you will have a single folder MySys. So in your C drive or wherever you create a folder MySys, and just save this file as hello world dot Java. Remember, while saving, the file name should be inside double quotes, because if you don't save with double quotes, it will be saved like hello world dot Java dot txt. You want extension dot Java, so keep it in double quotes while saving. Just save it. Now I'll write a program. So the syntax of Java program looks like this: public class hello world public static void main. In C we have main method. Similarly in Java we have a public static void main inside a class definition. So public static void main is a method. The main must take string array as arguments. Just write like this. I'll tell you the meaning of what is a string array, why public static void main, everything we'll discuss. So here I'm writing system dot out dot println hello world. Simple starting program. There is nothing much inside it. I wrote a class definition, and inside that I wrote a method definition, public static void main, and I wrote a hello world. That's all, nothing much. Now I want you to compile this program, run this program through command prompt, and while doing that I wanted to introduce about some concepts. In my F drive I have this program. I'll go to command prompt, go to the directory where you have stored your .java file and say javac hello world .java and press enter. Yeah, after pressing enter you might have seen here another file hello world.class is generated, the bytecode, right? I'll explain you what is happening and you need to understand some concept here. Where is java c.exe present? In which folder? In C program file java jdk bin. But where am I executing? In F:/MySys. Java is not present in this directory, right? So whenever you execute some command, whenever you try to execute some program, the operating system will always look for this java c.exe in same folder. It is not there, so it gave. But if my operating system has to detect java c.exe which is present in the bin directory there, what we need to do is we need to configure path. Environment variables. We have to create an environment variable called as path. So to create an environment variable, right click on my computer, properties, right? What is your OS? Is it XP only? XP, yeah? It's not like this. This is 7. Right click and you have advanced system settings somewhere you can find in environment. After right clicking, you'll get the screen. Then here environment variables, right? Just check if path is there. I have a variable called as path. If not there, what you can do is you can say new, give the variable name as path, and copy paste the directory folder JDK bin. You copy this path, paste it inside your right. If path is already existing, what you can do is you can edit, select that and you can edit it. Yes, 1 minute I'm coming. So now you understood the importance of environment variable path. Tell me why path? Correct. So I'll make it generate whatever it is exactly correct. If operating system has to detect an executable file, it will first see in a current folder in which you are executing. If not, it will look for the environment variable path and it will search in all the directories where you specify. So if you specify some folder in your environment variable, some folder path in your environment variable path, operating system will search in all those directories automatically. Now if you configure path, you can execute Java C from anywhere, from any folder. So if you want to execute your file from anywhere, you can use Java. You can configure environment variable path. Okay, now once you understand about path, path is for whom? OS. To find exe files, to search, not to find, to search for exe files, right? Okay, once you understand that, now I have one more requirement. Now I'm in mysys folder. See, in mysys folder I have hello world.class. How to execute it now? Simply say Java space hello world and press enter. Yeah, I got the output. Remember, when executing Java, hello world.class should not be specified. Just the name of the file is okay. Don't say hello world.class. Yeah, you might be knowing all this, but yeah, as I said, I'll be treating everyone as 0 in Java so that there will be no problems further. Now my requirement is I am in F drive in the same folder. In the same folder, F call my hello world.class file is there. I was able to execute. Now what I want to do is I want to go to C drive. Right? From C drive I will say same thing, Java hello world. Okay? First of all, Java.txt is present where? In JDK bin. I have already configured path. So Java.txt will be recognized. Right? When I run this Java hello world, let's see what will happen. From C drive I am running. I'm getting no class def found error. It's, I think you can understand by saying this. It is not able to find hello world.class file. Right? So now what happens whenever you say Java hello world, Java will launch virtual machine JVM and JVM starts searching for hello world. Where did it search? It will search in the current directory. Is hello world there in this C drive user SIM? So now you want to tell to JVM search in this path. Right? If you want to tell to OS, we configure path environment variable. If you want to tell to JVM, we have to configure another environment variable called as class path. Right click on your my computer, properties again, go to same place, environment variables, and you can configure class path. Right, you can create a new variable class path, and you can say, see dot, keep your dot. Dot means what? Current folder. Dot will always be in the class path. First says, whenever you are specifying class path, keep dot. Current folder should always be considered to be in class path, semicolon. Then F colon,
It's a case
my
sensitive.
not case sensitive. File paths and folder paths are not case sensitive. Class path, first dot, semicolon, F colon, mysys. Yes, I am having in F colon mysys. I think you might be having in C colon or D colon. Just give wherever your path, your class path is present. Right? Class path. Then say okay, okay, okay. Then I'll just try to run the same thing. I have to close the command prompt and open again. Whenever I configure some environment variables, I have to close the command prompt. Then I'll say Java hello world. Yeah, I got the output. I'm able to execute it from C drive now. So you have done a simple program on command prompt. As I said, if I have to use command prompt, it will be too tedious for me to type everything. We have an idea called as Eclipse. We'll be using that Eclipse. So I think you have Eclipse installed on your machine. Eclipse does not require any installation. You can just download this zip file from the website. It's an open source Eclipse. So I've just downloaded it. I think on your machine it is installed somewhere. I'm just extracting it. Okay, inside Eclipse, I have eclipse.exe. Just open it. Eclipse is an IDE which we will be using. So first you have the welcome screen. I'm just closing the welcome screen. Now, by using this Eclipse, we can create a lot of different types of projects. We can create a core Java project. We can create a Java web application. You'll be seeing it. You can create XML files. You can create Hibernate applications. We can create Spring applications. Lot of things. Right? Now, if you are seeing here, there is a button called as Java EE already selected, right? For you also. That means that you are seeing a Java EE perspective. What is a perspective? Perspective is something which can be seen, right? So, when you are in Java EE perspective, you can see that outline window is open. You can see markers, property, servers, database explorer, snippets, project explorer. These are the windows open, right? Now you can see that there is something called servers. When working on a J2E program, J2E application, we need a server like Tomcat or WebLogic. So we can configure those servers also inside Eclipse. So when you are working with a Java EE program or J2E program, you require servers tab, right? But if you are working on core Java, do you require it? No, not required, right? So for working on different type of programs, you require different windows to be opened here, right? Now by default in Java EE perspective, these are the windows open. Now I don't want to write a Java EE program right now. I want to write a core Java program. So what I do is I will click on this icon, right? And here you can see Java. Now select it. You can see a different set of windows here. Task list, connect, and you don't see server here, right? So that means that I am in Java EE perspective. Sorry, Java perspective right now. Perspective means according to the perspective which you select, different windows will be open. In Eclipse, Eclipse comes up with different perspectives. Click here, open perspective, this icon, and click on other. See, these are the various perspectives available. If you are debugging a database application, you will go to this perspective. When you are doing some database development, you will go to this perspective. When you are debugging a Java program, you will go to this perspective. When you are writing a Java program, this perspective. Like that, there are a lot of perspectives available. We will be seeing each and every perspective whenever required going on further. So just understand, there are various perspectives available in Eclipse. And I just introduced you to Java perspective and Java EE perspective. Come to Java perspective, we will be using Java perspective for the next 5-6 days because we are dealing with core Java. Later when we go to Java EE, we will go to that. Okay, I don't want a task list, I can close it. Okay, here is the outline, alright. Now go here and say new Java project. So to write anything, we have to create a Java project first. Write a new Java project. File, new Java project. You can give a name to your Java project. I'm giving 01 core Java introduction. Why I'm writing 01 is from now onwards we'll be creating different projects for each and every concept. So tomorrow also whenever you will want to revise, you'll be having all the projects in order. So I just give 01 so that it will be ordered. Okay. So where is this project stored? Use default location. C F:/- WS. In the workspace will be stored. Or if you want a different location, you can uncheck it and you can modify it. Right. Now take all the defaults for now and say finish. Okay. Now just expand it. You will have source. Right click on source and say new class. So I will introduce about what is the class just now some time. Just take new class and say hello world. Name hello world and select here main. You want main method, right? Select the checkbox, main checkbox here and say finish. Okay, so I'm finishing. Let's see. Here a class definition is created. Whatever I wrote in Notepad was created. These are the comments. I am just removing. I don't want these comments. So just write system sys. See in Eclipse you need not type the whole name. You just type some first few letters. Sy. Control space. You will get all the class names which are already existing starting with system. Select it and press dot. You will get lot of variables. Type O dot. You will get lot of methods. Select println and write here hello world. Right. If I give a compilation, if I make my system small s, automatically it shows me an error, and if I keep my cursor there, it is saying what is the system cannot be resolved. So that is the advantage, one of the advantage with Eclipse. Whenever you type a spelling mistake, at that time only you can identify, okay, this is spelling mistake, and you can rectify. Okay. Now one thing is, if you just save by pressing Ctrl S, automatically your .java file is converted to .class. Compiling is done if you save it. You need not compile, just saving will compile. Either pressing this button, save buttons, or just pressing Ctrl S, automatically your file is compiled. Right? And now if you want to run, right click on this file. Okay, right click here and say run as. Right click here, run as Java application. That's all. Now you can see a console window here where you are seeing the output. Hello world. That's all a simple Java program which we have executed right now. And again a shortcut is there in Eclipse. Writing system.out.println is too difficult for you if you are lazy like me. So I always don't write system.out.println. I'll just type syso and press Ctrl space. Automatically it is generated. That's a shortcut which we generally use. syso Control space. And you can write whatever you want. Okay. control space. Okay, see here, earlier to run this program, what did I right click? Run as Java application, as I said, right? For the first time, once I run this, it will be there in the history. So I can go here to this run button, it's there in the history available. So I can directly click here for second time. For the first time I have run like this. Once we run it, from second time you can directly run from here, run button, right? Video.